Hey guys, it's me, Rice Cake for the win. It is dark, but I think I could still be seen. Let's see. Yeah, I think that'll work better. Just ate breakfast. Anyways, good morning everybody. It is early 7:30. Actually, I woke up maybe around 4 this morning, got to the customer, staged out at a French camp. I was about 50 miles away from here. Actually, not too far from my dedicated route I usually do, or a dedicated run for Amazon. I'm not too far from here, and I was like, oh, I know all these streets and everything, and it looks like I'm at a distributor or something of like supplies or something. But got out of San Bernardino, got here, and now I'm grabbing a load back to Ontario. That whole area, I just call it the same thing. Like call it San Bernardino, Fontana. Like it's all within like a 5 mile radius of each other. It's like a different city already. But with that said, update for you guys. This is my second week of being a TE. I didn't have a student this week. They already put a student on me next week, but aha. I won't be able to take them in because I requested some time off to get acquainted. I'm not too sure if all you guys do follow me on Instagram or whatever. Got a new motorcycle, so I'm not going to post anything up yet about it because I'm still kind of getting comfortable with the bike, but I love it. It's a lot of fun. With that said, my experience as being a TE so far, first week was pretty cool. I got a really cool guy. His name was Mike also, and we got along very, very well. And I just hope that the person that matches up the students for us keeps doing a good job like that. The kid was telling me that all the other students were having a rough time with their TEs. They weren't getting along, or there was just some rough patches, just like when you have two people there, sharing such a small space, and especially if one doesn't know how to drive a truck. So me and my TE got along very, very well. He was just really nervous, so I gave him a good commentary drive, showed him what's up, because I drove kind of like really early in the morning or at night, so I showed him, there's tight places that that the regular 12 and 9 doesn't cut it, but it's the concept. So I would be teaching them how to dock at night or really, really tight spaces. So every chance I got, I let him back up or, try to park the truck or, do slow maneuvering and stuff so he gets used to it. And the last day, I just had him do the whole trip from the shipper to the consignee or receiving customer, and he did very well. And we drove a combination of mountain and city driving. Like when I mean city driving, I mean the tight streets and city traffic, like the 405. So he was able to navigate all that all the way into Long Beach, and he did very well. And at the end of the week, you could tell that he was more confident in himself. He was double clutching. He was driving more defensive. He was using his mirrors. I really, nailed that in there and make sure he used his mirrors. But overall, the guy had a good time. He learned a lot. And I told him, I'm like, classroom and on the street is always going to be different. What we teach you in the classroom is so that we try to teach safety. All these little things that we teach you is to keep in the back of your head, on the back burner, and let you know that there's a safe way how we do it here at Schneider. And when you're out in the real world, yeah, it doesn't apply all the time, but when you do get out here, you start seeing where those little that little bits of information start fitting into the puzzle. And I told him, apply it where it needs to be applied, and, build upon it, build a good foundation, and that's how you start, a safe career in trucking. And he was telling me that some of the trucking schools the trucking school he went to, people would just back up all fast, and the instructors would be yelling at them. There's not much learning going on. It was more like a um, what's that uh, hormone that us guys have? I know I make fun of my girlfriend sometime, or like when I'm in a room full of like my sisters or whatever. I'm like, oh, there's too much estrogen in the air. It's what's that one, that the male hormone? Uh, okay, it just flew over my head, but you know what I'm talking about. It's just like this big old sausage contest. Like, I'm faster than you. I can back up better than you. And he told me that there was one kid in his class exactly. Excuse me. And there was one kid in his class that was exactly like that. You can't be like that when you're a rookie. You gotta understand that you don't know anything. Me, I have like a year under my belt. I don't know anything. Yeah, I'm a TE. Yeah, I've been driving for a year and started from the ground up, trucking school and Schneider. But it comes to a point where it's just too much, man. Some of these guys just think they're hot shots, and I'm like, dude. One instructor told me in a very good manner. There's one guy that, he's been driving for 3 years already, and somehow he ended up in the basic training with all the new students, and he said, I'm not going to quote him, but he said it along these lines, that he's good enough to be a danger to himself. So if you're with that mentality, that super trucker, I'm better than you, I can back up better than you, I can drive better than you, please be careful, because you're about to hurt someone, or you're going to hurt someone else, or you're going to hurt a fellow driver, or you're going to hurt my my girlfriend, soon to be, I don't think she watches my videos, but my girlfriend's soon to be fiance, and my wife, and let's say if I had kids, you're gonna end up hurting them, and honestly, that's what I think in my head. The reason why I drive safe, the reason why I do things slowly, is because those people in those cars trust you. I mean, you got this big old weapon, 80,000 pounds of steel and chrome, and I don't think there's any chrome on Schneider trucks. Steel, aluminum, and just steel, aluminum, and fiberglass, and you're driving it amongst the roads with all these other cars that weigh like 4,000 pounds. So you have to play it safe. And this guy, the student, was telling me that the instructors were telling them to change lanes fast, like cut into the lane, don't even take time. In Schneider we have this 10-second rule. 3 seconds to signal, 7 seconds to change lanes. I mean, even I always done that, because because I ride motorcycles and stuff like that, anything drastic, anything quick in your reaction causes instability. Take, for an instance, an 8,000 pound truck. You change lanes that quick and a car cuts in and you have to change again. It's going to cause a big old mess. So it's all about being smooth and taking your time and being patient. A lot of people don't like doing that. A lot of these super truckers don't like doing it. So I'm a little bit different. Schneider didn't raise me that way. I just was always that type of driver and rider. And that's why I always try to teach my students. And at the end of the week, my first student, only student, so far I say students, but at the end of the week, the student was more confident. He was more defensive, like I said, and he was smoother. His lane changes were smoother. And once we got on the 405, he's like, man, no wonder you told me to slow down on my lane changes. It's really important here, because people will cut inside of you. You have your signals on. Your right tires or your left tires are already in the other lane, and people are still trying to cut into the lane. Imagine if you swooped in like you did. A lot of times those drivers aren't paying attention, so a big old truck, even if it's a big old orange Schneider truck, they still don't see it. With that said, I'm enjoying this new teaching position. It's pretty cool. It's just like vlogging, but the person that is talking back to you, so it's pretty cool. And that's just a quick update. I know I kind of sidetracked a little bit. I'm like that, but take care, guys. God bless. Hope everything's good out there. Any questions, go and just PM me. I don't really like, whatever. And those people that like put like political comments or stuff like that on my YouTube videos, there's a reason why I don't respond to you, because it's like competing in the Special Olympics. You know, it's actually, no, the Special Olympics is actually a legit contest. You know, like there's some type of honorability to it. Arguing on YouTube, yeah, get a life. All right. Anyways, guys, again, take care. God bless. Talk to you later. Bye. Bye.